Metro don't trust you, I'm gonna shoot you.
Hello, police?
911, what's your emergency?
My delivery girl is missing, and the AT pizzas are piling up.
What's your address? We'll send detectives right away. Let's go.
Coffee first.
It's an emergency. All these pizzas are piling up. I wonder what it could be. We should probably figure out how these pizzas were made first. Good evening, Citrate Citizens. Could you please explain your job here at the pizza joint? Well,
I take a 2-carbon dough, which we call acetyl-CoA here at this pizza joint, and I add a 4-carbon pizza sauce. It's a secret recipe we call oxaloacetate. This delicious dough and sauce make an amazing 6-carbon combination through the process of condensation, which we call citrate.
This looks good, but what happens to AT Pizza next?
You're gonna have to ask a con and taste for that answer.
A con taste?
Yes?
So, what role do you play here at the pizza joint?
Wow.
Well, I'm the second step in the pizza making process. What I do is I catalyze the conversion of citrate to cis-citrate, which means I spread the sauce around a little through our special process called dehydration. And then, by rehydration, I add some cheese to cis-citrate to produce what we call isocitrate. After that, I pass it on to isocitrate dehydrogenase.
thanks, Acontes.
No problemo.
Evening isocitrate dehydrogenase.
What is up? You can call me ICD.
Okay, ICD. We're here to inquire about your process here in the pizza making extravaganza.
Well, what do you want to know? I'll tell you what's up.
I usually add on some toppings to the pizza. When I first add the toppings, the pizza becomes an unstable complex, oxalosuccinate. So I decarboxylate it by taking away a 1-carbon equivalent, the olives, because no one likes those anyways, to form an alpha-ketoglutarate. When I take away the olives, I release an NADH and CO2. We get rid of the CO2, but we use the NADH later on when we make our famous ETC breadsticks.
So, what do you do with the uncooked pizza now?
Well,
We put it in our special oven, the alpha-ketoglutarate dehydrogenase oven 3000. It's a complex oven.
We'll have to inspect that oven now.
Wow, this oven sure is complex. It's made of multiple enzymes. I wonder how it works.
Well, it takes the alpha-ketoglutarate uncooked pizza and cooks it to perfection. We call the final cooked AT pizza succinyl-CoA. The oven also releases NADH and CO2 during this process. It's better for the environment this way.
So what happens with these delicious succinyl-CoA pizzas?
Well,
Normally, our delivery girl, succinyl-CoA synthase, comes in and delivers the pizzas so the customers can eat them and receive the ATP boost they're craving. But she hasn't shown up for work yet. I'm pretty worried about her. The AT pizzas just keep piling up and I don't know what to do with them.
can you show us her route? It will help us determine where she went.
Of course! Follow me! Her route is along mitochondrial matrix avenue. without her, the citizens of Mitochondria City will not get their AT pizza. What will the town get for energy?
There seems to be stab wounds on the victim. In fact, there are 2 stab wounds.
Yeah, this explains why she wasn't able to function anymore.
What are you guys thinking? I think I'm thinking what you're thinking.
What?
I'm not gonna let this be another acetyl cold case. Acetyl cold case. Acetyl cold case.
Hello. Hi there, folks. It's detectives from the Mitochondria City Police Force. A pizza delivery girl, we're supposed to deliver pizza here, but she went missing. Is it okay if we ask you a couple questions?
Yes, thank goodness you came. We were worried sick about what happened to our AT pizza. We've been waiting and waiting. You can't imagine what happened because we didn't get our pizza in time.
I'm not gonna let this be another acetyl cold case. Okay, please tell us what's been going on because you didn't get your AT pizza.
Well, we were really hungry, so we ordered AT pizza, but then it never came, so then we looked into the fridge for some food.
We didn't find anything else except for bottled milk, so we split it into 2 cups and drank it at once. It was gross and rotten, but what happened after was so terrible. We began to get pain in our muscles and some parts even began to swell up, and I was so tired that I couldn't even walk to my room. I fell asleep on the floor.
And that's why it took us so long to get to the door.
I'm so sorry to hear about all the trouble caused because you didn't get your AT pizza. But I think you may have just helped us crack the case.
Acetyl cold case.
Crack the case.
Acetyl cold case.
Putting our clues together, it looks like the pizza delivery girl was murdered at SUCL2 Street with 2 stab wounds.
Yes, and the fact that the people who didn't get their ATP pizza on time were affected by acidosis clearly points towards the infamous deletion gang.
The notorious gang of deleters, those punks who call themselves the Devil Dells.
But why? Why would anyone want to stop AT Pizza? What's their motive and why?
I have no idea. We're gonna need more time to look at the clues to figure out why the Devil Dells striked again.
You're right. Let's focus on finding them first.
Let's go catch those hoodlums before they rock and roll over another AT Pizza employee.